So we're out here with the 21 Bronco today, doing a quick review on it. We're gonna do a quick walk around and then a drive. So we'll get into it. So this is the 2021 Ford Bronco. This is the Wild Track. Originally came with the Sasquatch package on it. That gives you the 35-inch tires from the factory. I believe it gives you these wider fenders than the other Broncos that I've seen. Obviously these are not 35s and those are not factory wheels. They took the wheels off and put 37s on it. It does have a 2-inch lift on it. Overall, it's pretty sweet. It's a pretty sweet four-wheel drive truck thing. I don't know how to explain it. It's a little bigger than the Wrangler. I mean, it's much wider. It's got much more of a truck feel to it. So it's obviously the only competition to the Wrangler, but it feels much bigger. So here's the front of the Bronco. It's kind of hard to tell size-wise with me holding the phone like this, but it's a pretty wide vehicle. It doesn't feel super wide on the trails. It drives small, but it looks big. But you got the white Bronco there. Obviously it's backwards because we're using the backwards camera here. You got the steel bumpers, kind of like the Rubicon Wrangler. The Wild Track, I guess, is supposed to be like the closest thing they make to a Raptor Bronco right now. It's supposed to be like the Baja edition. So it is supposed to be more of the off-road package. But anyway, we'll walk around the side here. So here's the other side of it, same wheels. You got the big mirrors on it with the light bars. I believe the light bars are aftermarket, but get around the back here, you got the big B tail lights. Those are kind of cool how they made it a B because it's a Bronco. Look in the back here, you got tons of space. It's got some stuff back here, but you can look in here, you got tons of space back here. Lots of cargo space, kind of like the Wrangler. Look like floor mats. But there's kind of a look into the back. It's got a similar like trail rail type thing going on here to the Wrangler. A little tray you can put stuff on, work like a gear rack, kind of cool. It's got parking sensors front and rear. It also has the surround view camera in there as well, which is pretty cool for off-roading. So anyway, there's the outside of it. On the powertrain options on the Bronco, you have two different powertrain options. You can get the 2.3 liter 4-cylinder turbo or the 2.7 liter V6 turbo. I actually haven't driven the 4-cylinder, but as you'll see in a minute, the V6 has tons of power even for these 37-inch tires. So anyway, that's kind of the quick review. We'll jump inside and go for a drive. So we're inside the Bronco now. This one's pretty nice. It's got a big screen. It looks like about a 12-14-inch screen. I don't know exactly how big it is, but it's pretty big. It's got these cool little rubber buttons. You got your front locker, your rear locker, and then trail turn. All the Broncos are supposed to have trail turn. So what that does is it locks up the rear tire. So if I'm turning right, it'll lock up the rear tire, so it helps you pivot off the rear tire. The only other car I've seen that have that feature is the Toyota Land Cruiser. So if you don't want to spend $90,000, you can get a Bronco and get the same feature. And then down here with the 4-wheel drive system, it looks like just a regular 4-wheel drive system. You do have the 4 Auto. which is pretty cool. It's like a set it and forget it type four-wheel drive system. You can put it in four-wheel and you can drive around on the road. You can do go straight to the dirt road. You can do whatever you want. It will adapt. It'll go two-wheel to four-wheel when you need it, when the tires start to slip. It'll switch it to four-wheel drive automatically. It's got a similar window setup, window switch setup to the Wrangler. Wranglers have the switches in here, so you can take the doors off. I like the dash and how that's all set up. You got the handles over here and there. You got all the auxiliary power switches, so if you want to wire up light bars and accessories and that kind of stuff, you can wire them straight to those switches, and then you have power on them without having janky aftermarket looking switches. This one has the soft top. I don't think the Wild Track's supposed to have the soft top. I believe this one just has the soft top so they could get it out and people could drive it. But it's got a similar looking roll cage to the Wrangler. It's got the painted frame. It's kind of boxy looking. It's more open than the Wrangler though. The Wrangler has the bar right here with the speakers and stuff in it, so it looks a lot more open than the Wrangler. Overall similar space inside of it for the Wrangler. We're gonna go for a drive now, see how it does with the 2-inch lift and 37s on it. So on the hood there, you see the little plastic things that are on the edge of the hood. Those are supposed to be like cargo ties. You can put stuff on those. They're rated for like 150 pounds each. They also are supposed to double as like a trail sight, so you kind of put the trail inside those and point the car where you want to go. Kind of an interesting concept, but something different than what I've ever seen. But so this one has the 2.7 liter V6 EcoBoost. It's got plenty of power for the 37-inch tires. So it's kind of loud in here because we've got the soft top on it. Soft top's kind of flappy and windy, but I'd imagine it'd be a lot better with a hard top. We're going about 30 right now. 30's pretty manageable. It's not real squirrely, it's pretty stable. I don't know if the shocks are different. Since they did the 2-inch lift from the Wild Track, it doesn't really feel like a Baja suspension. It's pretty stiff. So that happens a lot when you lift cars. But we're gonna do a little acceleration. It's not gonna be like a 0 to 60, but it'll be kind of a getting out of the way. Plenty of power. So if you're wondering if 37s are too big and it'll be a dog, it's definitely not. It's actually pretty fast. We're going about 35 now. You can hear the soft top whipping in the wind. So definitely not like a luxury vehicle with a soft top. It does have automatic blinkers, which is cool. The 4Runner does not have that, which is kind of strange. So there's the review of the 2021 Ford Bronco. Obviously, I'm not an expert on the vehicle. I just like to learn about all the cars. I think everybody in the automotive industry should do their best to know all the makes and models of all the different cars and what everybody's putting out. So so there's the review. I've got a 4Runner review that I just put out, and I've got more coming out. If you've got any requests of what you'd like to see next, just put it in the comments below. Like and subscribe if you want to see more content on the reviews, on the car reviews. Thanks for watching. Another little Easter egg: when you go to take the doors off the Bronco here, says lift right there. And there's a little handle. Kind of cool. Kind of thinking of the little things.